so Notre Dame's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
The kick is on its way. He's got great speed. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, BYU. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fields the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Handoff for Jarrett. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Out wide left, it's Gibson. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Handoff again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will.
Snags it, there's running room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've reached the break. BYU is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. On play action. Rush right in his face. Had to force that one.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. There he goes down the right side. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And now on second down for this offense. Selling the fake. Left side, it's Lions. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Sweet cut there. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a give to Gibson. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Got to make the play on fourth. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, BYU!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot, you're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Long way to go on second down. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds us back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. BYU trying to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Got it! He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Grabbed behind the line, it's Osborne. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 18 team, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Razorbacks looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right down the middle. It's dropped after taking the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Casper.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. unloads it left. Just had to get rid of it.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now first down. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. He's got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Sells the run, looking to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Hand it to the back. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Right side, it's Osborne. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Osborne. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He fires one deep over the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. At the 30. Steps out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Right back to it. Fighting off the defender. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Turns into the pile. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Look out! Hit as he throws. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Motion from the back. Needs it here on fourth down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover.